Yo, welcome to the Dish the Dirt podcast. Woo! No applause needed. I know we good like that.
You're awful animated over here, ain't you?
Once again, welcome to the Dish the Dirt podcast. My name is CJ.
Jeremiah J. White.
Joe Kill.
And Felicia K will be joining us here in just a few minutes. But this is the podcast. We talk about relationships. We ask relationship type questions. Those things you talk amongst friends, but maybe just not in a public type setting because you might be a little bit ashamed. That's right.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate you being back.
I ain't been here in a while.
Yeah, you haven't been here in a minute. But it's okay. But we missed you. We missed the grown perspective.
The married perspective.
Yeah.
The married and grown perspective. All right, then.
No. I would say some of y'all is grown, Jay.
No, right.
That's how we feel right now.
That's how we feel. I'm just messing with you.
So, all right. So the question we're going to talk about on today's podcast is pretty much saying, when it comes down to career or love, which way should you sway? I like that. Kind of rhymed.
It worked for me.
It worked. Because there's lots of, let's get real. The 21st century, a lot of women out there who are career women.
Yeah.
Obviously we have a lot of men who are career men, but now more than ever, there's a lot more career women. And sometimes we come into a point where it's like, what do we choose? Do we choose our career? Sometimes it might be our dream, or maybe it's not our dream. I don't know. Or do we just choose the person that we're in this relationship with, who we love? And I guess to make it a little more simpler, let's say pre-marriage. So yeah. I want to open up because Jay, you haven't been on in a minute, man.
Right.
So Jay, what are your thoughts about when it comes between choosing a person that you love over a career? Now, are we classifying career as a dream as well?
I want to classify it as dream also, but I want to take it a little more in depth.
Yeah.
I want to take it to the point of not just career, but say promotion.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just the career; it's actually moving up in the company that you dream that you want to be part of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So with that being said, I say you choose the career, because if the lady or guy, whatever you're dating, the lady is in love with you, she will roll with you. You know what I mean? She'll go, all right, I understand this is his dream job. You know what I mean? He's moving up. He's moving. It's better yet, it's Barack and Michelle. Barack was like, yo, I think I want to be president. Michelle was like, well, the first black president? You sure? You're like, yeah. Now you know they're going to be gunning for you. I'm sure. All right, babe, I got you.
Okay, I don't know if that's the right example to use, Jay. I don't know.
I'm just saying, he started making the moves. She was rocking with him.
But, why wouldn't I rock with somebody that's going to be the president of the United States of America?
Okay, well, hell, let's do better yet. Another example is oh my gosh,
you can't even think of nobody.
No. Bernie Mac.
Okay.
He had a regular job, and he loved making people laugh, right? And he told his wife, he was like, yo, I need to do this full time. And she was like, all right, bet. I'm going to rock with you. Because she knew if she didn't, he's going to resent her at the end of the day. He may stay with her, but he's not going to be himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not going to be his fun loving. The thing that she loves about him is not going to be him. So you choose a career, and as the spouse, you rock with the person.
But the true question behind this, and the reason why this is brought up, is what if you don't have that option as the significant other?
Yeah.
You're not given that option.
Right. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then you have to choose. You legit have to choose. You have to go. Do I want to be with this person in the long run?
Mm-hmm.
And go. All right, I'll follow this person. Or no, I'd rather be by myself. I'm not truly in love with this person. All right, I don't. I guess it would be: do you really love this person? You see the future with this person, or not? That's how it goes. That's how it would go to.
Okay, I mean, I understand. I understand that part of it. I mean, you definitely got to make a decision. But, I mean, what if if both of you guys are in your career type job? Like, both of you guys are in your career job, when you guys met, you know what I mean? And then one person gets the promotion. Like, what do you do? And is it, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do in that aspect?
That's a good question. That, I still say you have to... If you can find, let's say that the person got the promotion,
Mm-hmm.
has to move to New York, right? We live in California. They have to move to New York.
Okay.
And you go, all right, I'm in my dream job, but can you find that same dream job in New York? Because then you could transfer over and go, hey, all right, I'll just transfer over here.
I just think that it's always the man that's always supposed to chase the woman, and I think that's usually the case. Would you guys agree with that? That usually the men have to decide, like, okay, well, I'm going to go after her. You know what I mean? Like, or what do you think?
I think that it's played that way,
Mm-hmm.
but on that same note, I look at it like this: if you want to be so equal, then there should be no gender sets. If that's the case, if you want to make just as much as I do, then prime example. If that's the case, if you want just as much responsibility as I do and you feel you can do that, then don't expect me to always take out the trash.
I don't know where I was going with that, Gills. I don't know. I feel like there's some undermined stuff right there.
No, it isn't. What I'm saying is, because my situation that I'm talking about,
Mhm.
she does.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about but that's because we married.
Yeah.
Right.
We have that understanding. But
Yeah.
in a dating situation, if we live together or if we, stay in each other's houses like that, before we was dating, you was taking out the trash, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now that I'm your man, why am I always taking out the trash? And you not doing that?
Because there's responsibility, Kills. It's your responsibility.
Is it?
Yes.
Wasn't my responsibility before we was dating?
It was her daddy's responsibility.
No.
And as the man of the house, you had to.
Yeah, okay. You keep thinking that. Basically what I'm saying is, as a relationship, you don't expect your woman, if you come over and you cook dinner, or she comes over to your house and you cook dinner, you don't expect her to always wash the dishes.
You speak for yourself. I'm just joking, ladies. I'm just
But
joking.
You don't.
I
No, you
don't
don't.
know if he's joking,
You don't.
but it was like,
You don't.
okay.
So, I mean, it's just...
You better I didn't even cook. She came over and she cooked and she busted suds. Cause that's no, I'm joking. I'm joking. You keep your ass in that kitchen, ladies.
This is what happens when you have a comedian on Dish the Dirt.
Right.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, man.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a give. If you want the give and take, you have to take all the give and take. That's all I'm saying.
Okay then. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's hard, dude. Because right now, like, I'm striving to do, what I want to do for my career, and I'm just like, if they call me tomorrow, am I ready to go? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I guess you gotta make that tough decision. But at the same time, it's like, well, that goes back into the whole thing we talked about, the whole, long distance relationship type thing, stuff like that. What can I work? How long I'm supposed to be over here for?
Right.
But if it's like a move, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's also depends on the job. It does depend on the job. Like right now, I'm in the best area for what I want to do. You know what I mean? Other than maybe New York,
Yeah, that's
I'm in the best
that's,
area.
And that's what I was going to get to.
But all the entertainment is really out here. It's either here, Atlanta, or New York.
Yeah.
But if they call me to go to Miami to do a show, it's like, okay, or not calling Miami, but I'm saying like
To do a gig.
to do a gig, then that's just a gig. But I'm saying like if my girl, got opportunity at her job where she wanted to do something and go, I can literally just go. It's gonna be a lot more difficult for me because of the fact that like if it's not in one of those bigger locations, those big
Right.
metropolis areas, you know what I mean? If she's like, yo, I'm going to Kansas.
I'm moving to
You're going to
Kansas.
Kansas. You want to come with me? I'm like, shit. I mean, I guess let's go. I mean, the biggest thing will be leaving my, my friends, my, and all that stuff. But
Right, but and not to cut it in half or anything like that, but the true question is, do you do it without giving that significant other a choice? In other words, do you just say, I'm up and going, and not even hearing what they got to say about it? Can you do that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So for me, it'll be because I'm a comedian, so it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to New York and live in New York
To further my career,
yeah, man,
and it's just what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
Is that fair?
See, that's not fair. I will say that's not fair. You gotta have the conversation.
Right.
You gotta have the conversation, like, unless you're just unless you're just like, hey, I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, hey, I'm up and moving. But if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, excuse me, you have to have the conversation.
Okay.
Husband and wife, you have to say, look, I got this offer, or I'm moving. I'm thinking about moving to New York because I know it can help further my career. People I know down there, like, hey, come this way, we can get you in, like this. You can get paid. You can do all this other stuff. So, yeah, I think you have to have the conversation, and that's when you go, hey, moving from LA to New York isn't that big of a difference besides, leaving family. You know what I'm saying? You can find the same type of job, or you can transfer from your job over to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if you're just now tuning in to the show, the Dish the Dirt podcast, we are talking about, the decision to make for your love. For example, I just totally messed that up.
Yes, you did.
Basically, we're talking about, if you had to make that decision between the person you love and your career, how do you make that decision? And what are the things that it affects? Who does it affect? Because that's a big question. Because, like I said, a lot of women nowadays are, career women. And so it's very difficult for sometimes people just to up and leave. But I want to throw it on over to Felicia K.
Before Felicia gets in, the underlining tone is, can you do it without talking to your significant other? Can you just say, I'm going to do this, and just go and do it?
That's a deep one. I think, I think there's a difference between purpose and career. But I think, to me, I think purpose and love always go together.
Okay.
I think when you're walking in your purpose, the person that you love should see that and understand that, and move accordingly. You know what I mean? And I think that if the person you're in love with, your at some point your purposes should touch. Not to say that your life becomes their life or vice versa, but I think that's why it has a nickname, your purpose partner too.
Yeah.
So I think that personally I think love wins. You know what I'm saying? If it's a career, if it comes to a career, like you get a job offer in New York and your girl just wants to stay in Cali. You know what I mean? And it's just a career, so it's just about you be able to make more money. I think love should trump career. But if you're talking about purpose, then I think that love and purpose goes together, and I think love always coincides with purpose. And if it's not, then you probably want to question the legitimacy of the relationship.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Do people know their purpose, and that's where it leads to?
Well, that's a whole nother thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because basically what we're looking at, let me give you the scenario. You work for a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Okay? They tell you, we're going to give you a promotion. But the promotion's in New York. We need an answer right now. Your man is sitting at home. He don't know what's going on. Do you take the promotion because they need an answer right now, or are they going on to the next person? And this is the company that this is basically your dream job. The company is your dream company.
I think you should, but I think that's a tricky situation.
I don't think that scenario would happen where they won't let you go home and think about it.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, this is the situation that you're put in at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is the scenario.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You gotta know your man. I think, you know what I mean. For me, I be thinking like my man would be like, you know what, baby, if that's an extra $50,000, let's go. My bag is already packed. You know what I mean?
I'm just, but, you know, this is based on a scenario that I've seen, not in real life, but on television.
Yeah.
And this was something that, you know, I thought about, and I was like, this would be a good subject for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I don't know, man. But it depends. Like I said, it does depend on your career. Like I was trying to say earlier, was the fact that, like I said, Jay is a comedian. You know what I mean? So Jay, you know, his work, his big time work is out here. Like if he was in Kansas, he would move to LA for his dream job. You wouldn't move to Kansas for your dream job. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you do. You know what I mean? If you work for Delta Airlines, you can travel you can go anywhere. Like, I mean,
true.
You know, unless you like a CEO or some type of, you know, big guy, then you're going to move to Atlanta. And Atlanta's a big enough country, which is a big enough country. What I call it a country, you know why? Because, what's his damn name? The one that just built the studio.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Damn near built another country, and there's a black country over there, man. That's Black Hollywood. So if you move to Black Hollywood, you know, potentially you can still, you know, depend on your job frame, you can still do it, you know. But that I think it's situational, and I kind of agree with Felicia. I kind of tend to go towards, you know, the love aspect, you know, and I feel like you gotta love somebody enough to give something up, you know, but also the catch-22 in that is the person loves you enough, they ain't gonna want you to give it up. So now you're at a standstill, you know.
But that's why I said career, because if the person loves you enough, they'll go follow that dream job. I want you to do that so you can be happy. We can both be happy. I can, you know, for me, it's I can find me another, or if my significant other go, I can find me another job.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm at with you. So it's like, all right, bet, let's do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And same token, even for me, I can do stand up anywhere.
Yeah.
That just means that, like, if she goes, I have to go to Kansas, and I go, all right, I guess we have to go to Kansas. But understand, I'm going to be flying in and out of Kansas a lot because I'm going to be doing gigs everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be driving now. I'm not going to be home as much.
You know, that's true, though. But there's a lot of, but, you know, if we even stay on the comedian aspect of it, you know, because it has to do with entertainment, obviously. So there's a lot of people that break out from just, you know, small little spots, and you wouldn't even know about. I mean, you would know about, like you said, Steve Harvey. He came from, you know, Cleveland, Ohio, like, you know. So
right.
You wouldn't think about that for being somebody that, a breakout or whatever. There's been places in Chicago, you know. There's all kind of different places you can go, like you can drive to,
right.
You know. But like I said, it does depend on your job. But if I work for, like, if this scenario you gave me is a Fortune 500 company, and my boss was like, "Yo, we need you to go here," you know. But if it's my dream job, but like this is the woman, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is the one," I'm gonna be like, "Nah."
Really?
I'm gonna be like, "Nah." Like, I'm not gonna go. Like,
wait, hold on.
Because
now I have a question. Now,
before you get
yeah.
The reason I'm asking this question is because for me it's different, because I'm the married guy. So
Yeah.
where I, mostly is where I go, the wife goes, or where she goes, I go.
Yeah.
We're connected like that. But if you're just dating somebody, that's why I pose a question to the panel, because for me it's a completely different scenario.
I'm gonna bust a Felicia real fast. All right, I'm gonna try to do this in the best Felicia voice, Katie.
I'm watching.
When you know, you know. I mean,
You know.
you know. I mean, if you know,
Okay.
then you know.
Right.
Then
Go ahead.
that's what I was gonna say because that's what I feel.
This is my question.
No.
Where's Felicia? Okay, I'm gonna ask Felicia. Okay, Fortune 500. You got your man out here. Fortune 500 company says, "Yo, we need you to go to Africa.
Oh shit.
We need you to go to Ghana right now, and we need to know that this is your dream job and your dream place to stay."
Oh wait, what? And my. Okay, first of all, this is my boyfriend or my husband.
Your boyfriend.
Your boyfriend.
You're not
Okay,
married.
and he don't want me to go.
Well, I didn't say that. You haven't asked him yet.
Jay,
He doesn't
see,
even know.
This, I
He's-
know, Jay,
he's
this how I know
chilling.
y'all have been talking lately because this situation damn near already happened.
But
Uh-oh.
Like, I mean, as far as just being in, Ghana,
Right.
you were dating some guys in Ghana,
Yeah.
but you had your purpose drew you back to come back to California, or well, I didn't say purpose, but yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
purpose,
purpose
yeah.
drove
Yeah.
you back to come back to California, so you had to leave these, the guy that you were dating, or
Yeah.
talked to at the time because of the fact of
you had to come back.
you had to come back because it was your purpose to come. Now,
Yeah, and one of
Right.
them wanted me to,
One of them. Hello. Hey, look at it. Look at it out here.
you've been up podcast for a while.
Pimpin'.
No.
Pimpin'.
But no, but really though, like, but one of them, wanted me to come back and stay in the United States, and I was saying, no, I'm going back, but then I'm going to Europe. Like, I'm out of here. Like, once I go back, do what I need to do, make sure mama's okay. I'm going to Europe, and he wanted me to stay in America, but it wasn't my purpose. It was what he wanted for me that incorporated what he wanted for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not considering, like, even thinking to ask me, like, well, you seem to be really fascinated. What is it about Europe that you feel so?
Strongly about.
Yeah.
He didn't follow
And
that
maybe
up.
we could work it out exactly. And maybe if you exactly. So that told me, like, okay, you are in it for yourself.
Right.
So that means you don't see my purpose and see the magnitude of where I'm trying to. You don't see my vision of where I'm trying to go.
Right.
Now I want to pose this question too. So, is there a time frame on this? Can
What do
we
you
put
mean?
it? Because you know what I'm saying. If you dating somebody, 3 months and like I'm just going, bitch. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't know what
going.
you
You
gonna
know,
do.
no good. But you in a relationship about 2 years, 3 years. At this point, you should know, right? You should know.
Yeah,
You should
I'm all
know.
about
Okay.
So
that.
to make that decision
let's
because
say, let's say you've been together for 6 months. 4 of those months you've been hot and heavy. So it's almost.
yeah.
Ooh.
Does that change anything?
I don't want to leave, but I gotta go.
Right.
You know what?
But I don't want to.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. First one to the goal. That's what I'm gonna say. And what I mean
But I have
is,
a question though.
Go ahead.
What happens, just from a woman's perspective, right? As men, now, how do you deal with a woman that has like a big career? How do you deal with that?
now, I don't know.
From a
So
male
you mean
perspective.
okay? Can I answer this first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not the hold the purse
Because
guy.
typically women are culturally, like, you know what I mean. The man has his vision and the woman follows.
Okay.
Right.
No, I know what you mean, and I get it. But I'm not. I'm willing to ride with my woman, but I'm not the hold the purse guy. Like I'm not the
Yeah.
person that's gonna be like sitting on the side, just
Yeah.
like Basically, I'm saying incorporate me. I'm not trying to steal your shine, but just incorporate. I need to know, motherfuckers know I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, okay, Jay, help me with this.
Uh-huh.
Who is Oprah's man?
Stedman.
I'm not a Stedman. I'm not like I can't be that. I can't,
But,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on.
But-
Here's the thing. We all know. Everybody knows Stedman. Like, I
To
don't
be,
see- I
but
don't see-
everybody knows Stedman to be the punk though
Well,
too.
that's what we say, but we don't know.
No,
We don't
Stedman
know.
the punk. Stedman.
We
Stedman
don't
the
know.
punk. Stedman the punk.
You know
I
what?
think
We
Stedman just knows. He
His-
knows who
his-
she is, and he's secure in himself enough to let her be her.
Maybe, but
I'm
they're
gonna
not
say-
even married.
I'm gonna say this.
They not.
No. I think he proposed. Right.
But I'm gonna say this.
Mhm.
Everybody say Stedman the punk because Stedman gets talked about a lot in public forums
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But who else is getting paid by Oprah?
Ooh, wow.
Mm.
She take good care.
She take good care of him. He got 3 houses, not 1, not 2, in his name. he got 3 houses.
But I think
I mean-
Stedman is just really secure in himself.
Okay, you can
Right.
say what you want to say, but okay,
You know
now
what?
on the other hand, okay, now here's the other example.
Because
though.
what, ain't she gonna be holding? You know what I'm saying?
But they're
She
not
gonna be
married.
It
But
don't-
when a woman goes with a man to an event, like you said, the hold your purse guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when a woman goes with a man to an event and it's like, you know, it's his comedy show, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then she's kind of tagging along.
Yeah, but after the show, you're gonna introduce them, or you're gonna, you know, it's not gonna be like if I have a selfie moment, I have my, you know, picture taken, okay, whatever. But now I want my girl in the picture with me. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like it's not gonna be just a simple like. I'm trying to give another example.
So basically, what you're saying is, like, a lot of times you see Oprah with other actors. You don't really see her taking pictures with Stedman. Is
No,
that-
she doesn't.
because he's not that kind of guy.
Okay,
He
but I'm
don't
saying,
want
I'm
to.
saying, but somebody,
I don't want
I'm just saying, I don't care if you incorporate. It's an incorporation. That's all it is. And you guys keep on talking to me, so I'm trying to give you an example, another example of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So another example of what I'm talking about is like the relationship between, okay, so but even though you cheated, Kobe and Vanessa.
Right.
You know, Vanessa supported him while I was in the game. When they was out, he had the pictures with, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was together, you know what I'm saying?
I see
Incorporated.
what you're saying.
And you see, it's just like, you know, and it was just like, you know, yeah, we got the solo pictures, but okay, cool. Now, hey, yeah, you know, let's get this
Okay.
together. It's a family type thing, too. You
Can
know what I
see,
mean?
Can I feel that one?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll
So one, they are married.
They
one.
were. They weren't always married, though.
No, they weren't always married, but one, they were married.
Okay.
Two, the situation of Kobe
Mm-hmm.
and the situation of Oprah,
This is a little different.
there's two different ones because Oprah's not sought after as a paycheck physically.
Okay. Prime example then. Let's go there because you brought it up earlier. Michelle and Barack.
Once again, he is not looked at. He's not looked at as a paycheck physically.
I mean,
But
of
I
course,
think that's
no.
a perfect example
But that's a-
because
but
they both found a purpose within, like their purpose coincides. Because
Yeah.
he was the president and he had a role, but she was the first lady and she had a role too.
And he made sure he had a
took on certain-
platform.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
And that's what I'm
But
talking
I think
about.
I think it depends on the career
Yes.
because
Well, if I
let's
said,
say
yeah.
let's say your lady is a surgeon, is a renowned surgeon.
Okay.
You know, she can a brain surgeon, whatever.
Okay.
She's the top of her game. She damn it right.
Yeah.
She could take a brain out somebody's head and put it into somebody else's head, right?
Yeah.
And she that dope, right?
Yeah.
Now she's doing all this stuff. You know, she's getting awards and accolades and stuff, and you're going with her to these things.
Mm-hmm.
But she's always the one that's going to be seen. You're hardly going to be seen. Like she's going to be
yeah.
on
Which I feel
stage
like-
talking, and then you're going to be doing like red carpet events type
But Jay,
things.
okay, I'm sorry, man.
And then-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. And then there might be times when she takes pictures, but like if they make a book about her picture is going her
Gonna be her.
headshot is going to be on the book, and then she's going to talk about you in the book, but. It's
Once
gonna be-
again, like
it's
I
gonna be
said,
more
it's
her
about
than-
the incorporation. If that's the case, if my woman is the top brain surgeon in the damn country, and I'm rolling along with her to these award shows and all that stuff. What? Okay, so I wanna thank such and such for this. So it's always in the thank you speech. I'm not an afterthought. You know what I mean? It's just like thank you for my husband for always putting up with these long nights, whatever. Or it's like, hey, yeah, after the award show, it's just a way to incorporate.
What if
them
she does?
into-
What if she gives you that before she goes up on stage? What she goes, "Hey babe, I just want to just want to thank you for rolling with me." And then when she gets to the stage, she doesn't mention you at all.
Okay, so let me put it to you in terms that you can understand, Jay.
Good,
Okay.
yes.
All right, let me put it in terms you can
Somebody's getting a little
understand.
annoyed.
No, I'm not getting annoyed. No. I'm trying to figure out if this is the right way to say it though. But if you don't know so if they don't know my name,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and what I do, then I'm a hold your purse guy. That's what I'm trying to say too. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So
What is the opposite
so wait a minute.
of
Because what is
the
okay? Hold on.
other-
I know you guys know.
'Cause I
But what does
I like the whole
what does Stedman
situation.
what does Stedman do?
Huh?
But that's because you.
What does Stedman do?
What does Stedman do?
I don't know.
Nobody know what Stephen do. Nobody do nothing. No, he don't nothing.
But if he was
He has a
adamant enough
job.
about what he was doing,
He's a house
then
husband.
people would know.
It's okay.
But what I'm saying is, is it her job to make sure that he walks in his purpose?
No,
and
well,
does
yeah,
something
if they're in love with each other, it
adequate-
should help him, right? It should at least help him.
But how do you know he even had anything that he needed help with? Or maybe the stuff he's into is
I don't know.
investments.
Maybe we
So
need to
Well,
get
I
off
mean,
that.
here's the thing.
No,
Devin
because I think
does have
but
a
it's
job.
like-
He does do something, and
Yeah.
she has helped him out in that regard.
Oh yeah, she's made investments in stuff he wants to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she also just doesn't like. I could be.
You can't get swallowed up in your partner's purpose.
Yeah, like I think that's the downfall of a lot of relationships
It
is that somebody, they get jealous that this person is always out and about and never speaks their name, even though they haven't done anything wrong.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? In a situation, they just
Castellini got killed.
right. Yeah, exactly.
You don't give me no credit. I wash your clothes.
I did all this
let me
stuff for you.
iron and cook for you.
And that wasn't
Wow.
even her man.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. So,
She didn't put me
so-
on the credit.
So what
Go
you're
ahead.
saying is, let's say you go out with your woman,
Mhm.
and let's give her last name, Jackson.
Jackson, okay, yeah.
Okay, and you guys are somewhere, and famous comedian gets up,
Mhm.
and he's introducing you and your wife,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Here is so and so Jackson and her husband, Mr. Jackson," and he's joking. Do
Mhm.
you get offended?
No, I don't get offended because I know it's a joke. I don't get offended. No.
I think it's important to maintain your own purpose because a lot of the times when you end up in a relationship, sometimes, you know what I mean, like for women, sometimes they can get sucked into their husband's purpose and forget about themselves. And sometimes the husband can just, you know, like for example, Will and Jada, you know what I mean? I feel like Jada had her own purpose, has always had a huge, I think, purpose and calling on her life. But I think for a while she got sucked up in being a mother and she got sucked up in being his wife and being supportive of his vision and his dream, and he didn't reciprocate that. He didn't pour back into her and make sure that she was fulfilling her purpose too. And she didn't, but I feel like he allowed her for a time to allow her purpose to be him. And I think a lot of times in
I don't
relationships,
know.
yeah, no, it happens a lot of the times in
I
relationships.
mean, I don't know
It's-
about that instinct.
I agree with what you're saying, Felicia. I can see that, but it's also up to her
Exactly.
to say,
Yeah.
hey, this is what I need. This is, you know what I mean? And she was doing her purpose. Like she was acting. She had never quit. It's just that she had kids.
Fell back.
Yeah, and I think that happens with a lot of people who have kids. They fall back and go, okay, I'm going to just focus on being
But-
a mom or a dad or whatever. I'm not going to follow my purpose anymore.
Yeah.
And it's never, you can still follow your purpose and
Yeah,
be
hello.
the mother. And,
I can agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my question is this: using that as an example, and using a lot of times when men and women they fall back
Mhm.
because they have children. Doesn't that change your purpose though?
it does. It does. It does.
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily. Does that
does.
not change your purpose? Because as a parent, as a mother or a father, it doesn't matter to me. I don't see the difference. If you drop what your purpose, what you feel your purpose is to be a parent, that changes your purpose to being a parent.
See, and I think here's another thing. I think also,
But do you
I
have to
think
drop
also,
your purpose?
you don't have to.
Some-
But I think
but some
this is
people
what
do.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
some
do.
people do. I think this is what happens a lot of times. A lot of times, I think for a man, he goes, I have to make it in this field because I have
Have-
kids
exactly.
and I have to make it this way. And I think women think differently. So a man, that's
Some women.
Some women, right.
Mhm.
Some women would think differently and go, I have to stay at home with my kid as much as possible
To nurture.
to nurture my kid. And the man thinks slightly different. He goes, I have to provide the money aspect for my kid. So that, if that means I have to be gone, then I have to be gone.
Yeah.
And he, as long as I'm giving him money, and as long as I'm providing, I'm there like on his birthday, then that's good enough. Like I'm not good enough, that's great. I'm a great father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hence that's what happened with D.L. Hughley. He even said it. He said that he put in so much work. He said one day on one of his birthdays, his kids they made a slideshow for him, And then he started realizing, he was like, I'm not in any one of these moments. And he was like, why am I not there? He said, oh, it's because I was on the road providing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his son came up to him one time and said, Dad, you don't love me. And he said, no, I love you. That's how come I work so hard to provide. So you don't have to ever have to struggle the way I struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I think the difference, that's what ends up happening. So I think for Will's case, I mean, I think he was always going to be Will Smith, but when he had his kids, he was like, okay, I have to go even harder for my kids. And Jada did the opposite. She said, I'm going to step back so I can nurture. I'm going to be the mom.
Yeah, but it could have been too in that aspect. I know we're talking about Jada and Will, but I think in that sense too, it could have been Jada, but like, I see where Will can become. Like, you know, I see, okay, like, yeah, I'm an actress. I don't understand that. And Will's an actor, but damn it, he's playing these roles, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to help him out and let him shine. You know what I mean? Right. And, you know, because I see what the potential, because women can do that too. You know, they can see potential in you and help you in so much ways. And you be like, oh shit. And that's why they say behind every good man is a good woman.
Yeah.
Right. And so that is the whole thing too. I think Jada was just like, look, I see what Will can become. So let me step back for a little bit. I ain't all the way out, you know what I mean? That's why her Red Table was popular now, you know. Yeah. And, you know, she raised good kids, you know, into a way where they think for themselves, they provide for themselves, and they do good things, you know. So if we're talking about that on the Will and Jada aspect of it. But like I said, but if it's just strictly back to just being like a relationship, no marriage involved, you know, sometimes it's easier when like your purpose is, you know, with the other person's purpose, and you're equally as busy, you know what I mean? Because the person I'm thinking about right now is, what's the Jonas kid? He's with the actress from Game of Thrones.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
I can't think of her name, but they have such a good relationship. But, you know, he's a singer, she's an actress, and, you know, there was times where she was gone away for a very long time. I know sometimes they said that he would come visit on set, you know what I mean? And he was a big fan of the show Game of Thrones. And, you know, I'm like, okay, that is the support level. She is in his new video.
Right. And,
you know, just a little clip, you know what I mean? And it's just like, that's what I'm talking about. And they're not married yet. You know, they're engaged, but they're not married. But that's what I'm talking about. There's the show of support. There goes like, I haven't forgotten about this one right here.
If you're in the right relationship, that doesn't.
That's true.
I was gonna say that also plays a fact too. Like, if for most cases, I think when something like that happens, and they go, "Hey, if you move to," if the CEO goes, "Hey, I need you to move to New York from LA," or let's say somewhere, let's say Columbus, Ohio from LA, you can make more money. You have better, you know, whatever. And you go, all right, this is my dream job. I need her to come with me, and she comes with you to hold you down. You're more likely to marry that woman because you go, I have a good woman with me.
Yeah. That goes back to several rap songs. Goes, she was with me when I was broke. She was with me when I had money.
Yeah.
Right.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
I know I can trust her because she was with me when I didn't have shit.
Yeah. That's why we went to the whole Vanessa thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, she was with Kobe when before he got big, obviously, you know, the megastar.
Right.
But
gotta be secure in yourself.
You do, and I really think like I said, but if it was me, I'm willing to sacrifice, you know, my dream for. And this is the part where it's gonna sound a little bit selfish though, but I am willing to sacrifice my dream to make sure her dream comes to reality, you know. And then once we get to that level, her dream coming to her reality. Then, okay, so babe, you get what you want. All right, cool. Now I gotta go after my dream. You know what I mean?
But that's the give and take of a relationship, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it's a balance though, because like when you fully love and invest in somebody, it's impossible for that to not be reciprocated if it's real.
Yeah.
You know, I think if it's real, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in a relationship and you know, and my husband or my boyfriend is incredibly, you know, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, you know, like, so if he's, you know, fully supporting me and investing in me, I'm gonna be sure to reciprocate that support and that investment.
I'm sorry, Felicia. You brought up something that sparked another question in me, and it is, and Jay, and you know, you're kind of going through it kind of right now. But what I'm saying is, no, not in a bad way. I'm saying do you necessarily, or is it easier just to date somebody in your own type of work field or your own type of purpose field?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
Depends on what you do.
I was gonna say it's easier when it comes to them knowing why you're doing stuff.
But I'm saying, would you? I mean, I know,
date another comedian.
would you date another comedian? Like, could you see yourself dating another comedian? And in one aspect, in the celebrity aspect, where do we even see that at?
Right.
You know?
That's gonna be a whole lot.
No. It's,
I'm just saying.
Well, that kind of brings me back to the Mr. Jackson thing, because you know, if not your significant other taking your situation, your significant other not cracking jokes, somebody in that field that knows you both is gonna crack jokes on y'all.
right.
Yeah.
But then I feel like it's. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
Jay.
Well, when it comes to dating another comic, it depends because the whole thing with comics is what people don't know about them is a lot of them are depressed. So I can't date. I don't know if I can really date somebody who's like super depressed. Like
Jay,
you put
Jay,
me
why don't
down.
you be real with? Just say, look, they're good
But-
to smash, but not to grab.
But like as long
Another
as
poet.
no, but see, and then but I could for me I can date another comic. A lot of comics get nervous on dating other comics, more on the lines of you're gonna be part of the joke.
Yeah.
That I don't care. Whatever. If it's a good joke, I'm gonna help you write. We gonna
write it together.
like, oh, we got into an argument. Now you gonna bring it up on stage. Babe, no. Remember, say this line next time. Say it like this.
But Jay, can you even name a celebrity couple that's